Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, and today we are creating some cards, kind of vintage and mixed media look. So the paper I'm using here, the vintage rose paper, this I bought from the Amazon, and yeah, and this is some kind of nice things in them. Another paper we will use, might be used, might be not, but still I want to show you it's a recollections, and I'm planning to use these papers from them, as well as we'll make a card basis out of it. This is also from the recollection, and you can see the earthy tones here, so for the vintage look they're gonna really nice. Another thing, we'll use some of the papers from this, and it is like a botanical stash. I bought it from the Tuesday morning somewhere, and I bought it like very less price, so I get some of these, and this is like a big paper. So see these kind of deals if you got, and then I'm cut it, and then my focal point will be these images. These I'm gonna place for something else, maybe for scrapbooking or something, but these we can use by cutting them, and a little bit speed up the process because everything is kind of putting together. Nothing much fancy. I just want to show you that I use these. I will use some of the amphoras which I cut from the staple kind of same paper pad, but you can use the other amphoras also. Like I have some of these here, and we'll use them in the next maybe another card. And these papers, so let's see how that all things gonna bind together for making the cards. I'll speed up the little bit process. Sometimes I will use somewhere kind of vintage looking inks like the distress inks and black inks and normal supplies. Another thing I might be using like this stamp from Inka Dinka too. You can use any butterfly stamp you have. There are lots of butterfly stamps out there. Or you can use these kind of Hero Arts rub-ons also. That will also give a nice look. And let's see what we can make out of these. And I'll speed up the process. So after this I just just cut out the cardstock bases from the normal 8.5 by 11 sheet. I just want to create a 5 by 7 card bases here. I choose the same color palette which I show you before. I just want to add more colors in my vintage collection, like this dull blue and one grayish blue, as well as the like olive or sap green kind of color. So yeah, and there was one fun thing, like the way I talk, like the sap green it's a watercolor, or the cobalt blue, or like blush and everything. My kids also started recognizing color that way, and I'm really happy. And my like husband's still in confusion sometimes, like which one is the purple, which one is the violet, which tint and which shade goes where. Anyway, jokes apart, so these are our card bases, and now we will work on the thing. So here's the thing, I cut out these card panels particularly from this cardstock, and it's really hard to find, so you want something else. So what you can do, you can buy a Tim Holt's Ideology collection. In that you will get this kind of stuff, or you can go and see, like you have to more earthy tone, you can go to Tim Holt's collection. If you want little bit more like these colors like I have, you can find the graphic 45 or market 49, something like that. You have to find it out. And if you don't find anything, find a nice amphoras, and you can put amphora as your focal image. The big amphora or big poofy stickers will also do. So after this I'm just distressing. I finally find out my distresser, and I don't need don't get much time to find out this. And I bought this like maybe 10 or 11 years back when I made my first album. It's like a family vintage album, and at the time I everything and in a brown shade, and I kind of get that vintage vibe there. I make some Christmas card also with the Tim Holt's ideology, and many other things. Maybe I work from like Love for Lizzie at that time, and I made some of the kind vintage looking card for them also. So yeah, but I never made a playlist of vintage cards, and now it's time to think. I think I should make. So I use here a chiff sapphire color to add more of that bluish grayish tint here, and then I'm just cleaning up my mat and then work surface, and just I'm kind of planning that what should I do. So here the bad thing happened. The brown card, I totally lost that footage. I don't know how. I didn't saw my camera and it's like kind of full, so I feel very bad about it. But yeah, you can get an idea that how I made it. So here I'm just using a really nice subtle colors to go on these cardstock. So for one, I use this gray color, which is like frosted frayed frayed sapphire, I think. And for the green I go like little bit of darker shades. So you have to see one thing, that it's not anything like perfect that you have to use the same thing. Go with your color preferences, go what you like, and create in what you have, because whenever new product come, you want to buy new product, and you don't have to buy every time new product. Use whatever you have. So this time I create these small butterflies on the volume. You can see those by using the same inker to stamp, and I have that stamp for a lot, like I don't know from where I have that, like I bought it from Geon's a long time ago. And then another thing, I have these bamboo shoots which I use there, and it is from Dynamite's bamboo sticks DN1052, I think. Yeah, that is the thing, and I have that for a long time also, which I use. I use like the products which I already have and I want to create with them. So this bamboo shoot, I already told you that thanks is coming from where okay, it's from the Spellbinders Big Dice, from the typewriter thing. And then I use one of the a musical notes embossing folder from the Darcy's, and then I'm kind of using and putting these things together, and you can see that I create amphora from that thing, and I just put things together. Sorry, I lost some of the footage, but basic idea is just see what you have and then try to figure it out, that how you can combine, how these elements look better. If you don't confident in a first time, you can just lay out your card and see, take a pictures, or ask your friend like which one layout look good, and by the process you will get the things done, and you can get that idea that how you want to do the thing. Like here I use the copper color and the like shimmery shade. You can use the golden also, but I like the copper more in the vintage look, and it's gonna go together in all that format. And I make this envelope, and how I made this envelope you can see in the previous card. So this card I missed, but I just put the little bit of heat embossing butterflies on that card, and you can see here I do the white heat embossing, there I do the black embossing, and then I add little bit of shimmer color from Mazdash. I put everything whatever I find in the links. So as I know that I will work only on the outer edges, because middle part is gonna cover, so I'm not wasting my time in stamping and heat embossing and doing this stuff. I'm just going, and you have to go really randomly. You don't have to be so perfect, because this is a kind of mixed media vintage looking card where you are going the layers of different things, and you're gonna enjoy mixing your products together. And then I just wipe out the excess thing. I don't want to heat and melt that powder on my embossing mat. And then this is already heated. I decided to add a little bit of gold. So before card that is not film properly, there I add a gold with the watercolor shimmer with the black embossed butterflies. And here I just off the camera I just put those and I found this butterfly which I have to put here, and I just forgot. Yeah, this happened with me, and then I suddenly remember that, oh, that's not complete. So I use this kind of shimmery golden color watercolor, and you can add those, or you can use this pearl thing. So I add little bit of that. And why I do that, it's still hot and it catches little bit of color, not the full color. If I want to make the golden butterfly, I can go ahead and exactly go the golden embossing powder. But I don't want, I want little bit of white there, but still I want that kind of brownish look. So I'm just moving that ink all over, and nothing right and wrong, do whatever you like. I'm just kind of giving you a few tips or few ideas how I did it, so maybe you will get your own. So I really like to turn these pages with the help of the thin something like pen or pencil, and I always found that the paintbrush are very nice for doing these things, like a nice thin paintbrush, and it will give that kind of look. So way before I decided to do the pirate theme for my kid, and I just make that kind of map for him, and kind of burn all the edges around, and I just tear apart the thing and then tilt it with the some of part with the pencil, and that works. So yeah, and here then I, to match that golden, I decided to put this golden happy birthday, but somehow that black is not standing out me, it's kind of bothering me. So I decided to use the volume. So this is the trick, whenever you want like something is like should be pop up but it should be subtle, go ahead and make a shadow of white or like off-white embossing powder. So I have this stash of butterflies. I have already made them and put them in the box. Yeah, sometimes I don't want to do something, but still I want to do something. Like you don't want to waste your time. At the time I do these kind of stuff like stamping on the vellum and creating lots of butterflies, and maybe I can use them in any other project, or I just punch out lots of flowers, and most of the times my kid use that. Yeah, he sometimes use that. So yeah, it's the handy thing you can have with you. And then I just found my old nice heart punch, and I really like it. It's gonna give you small little tiny hearts, and I love how the fatty hearts are. So now rather than going die cutting, sometimes you love to do that kind of what do you say, the quick thing is punches, and the die cutting is, yeah, it's good, but yeah, sometimes you don't want to die cut the small things and remove them. So yeah, I punch them and I put lots and lots of die cut there and here, and kind of filling all the gaps wherever I want, and nothing, mostly I put trio. That's the only thing I can see. And yeah, after finishing, I think I finished this card, and let's jump to the next one. And this envelope can match with this one also, so I maybe make more envelopes like that. So now this is the thing. I just decided that I will just discard that pink embossing thing which I did more and something like that, but yeah, somehow I like that way. And then I just put the things there, and most of the times I'm going backward and forward. So sometimes you feel that this card started there and now why it's landed here. So sometimes at a time it took time to dry the stuff. Sometimes it took a little bit more to do the things. Sometimes I just change my mind that what I want to do now. So yeah, this kind of stuff happened with me. And then we're gonna finish this one also. So I just decided to be more creative in this way. I cut out some slates, and I'm planning to put those flowers or amphoras or whatever you have. You can have the die cut out leaves there, and to kind of get little bit of 3D effect, but not the fully. They can tuck it out and outside. So these are the small things you can create this way, you can create that way. You are just trying to do this and that, whatever supplies you have. That is the fun of the art. Like sometimes like I just taking a break. Sometimes I feel that I have so many subscription that kids are coming, and I'm not doing anything with them, or I'm not fully satisfied doing with one kid, because I have so many ideas jumping in my mind and things are gonna go with this and that way. So I just want to take a breath. I want to take a break. I want to just take stopping all the subscription and saying what I have and go back to the old stuff I have. And sometimes people say that you can discard this, you can discard that, and this and that, but here you have to think one thing: whatever you buy with the money. And other thing is that if you can, it's okay, you can buy whatever you want, you can buy many things, but let's see how many times you're using them. Are the worth, like, are you using them? There will be always something new in the market, and you will like that, you want that, but think before you buy. And this time I really do that. I really love that Simon Says a new thing coming on the kit, and it's just having kind of a vintage vibe, and you can see all over the place that everybody is doing that. And then you want to also make some of the cards like I do, maybe some kind of vintage cards, and let's follow the trend and do something vintage. But sometimes you really don't have to buy like that. This time I just control myself to buying the new stuff and using what I have. So please go ahead and see your stash and see what you have, because you're really buying that with the money. So for this one I just added a little bit of pink there, and I picked that color from the butterfly itself. So see what colors already have in your amphora or main focal image, and or in your pattern paper if you're using that, and pull out those color to combine all the card. In that way the card look more cohesive. So then I thought I will put that happy there, and then it's kind of, I will not sentiment like happy, I'll put only happy, and whether it's like anniversary or something, the thing you can write inside like happy anniversary or happy birthday or happy great day or whatever it is. So I just decided to put that happy inside, and then I'm kind of stucking this. I'm not saying that this is a very wow kind of thing, but these cards were having the lots of dimension. You can create a box card, or you can send them in the bubble wrap kind of envelope, but these are very nice for the displays. Like if you're putting so much effort, definitely you're gonna give it them to very special one. And if they want to like to make sure that they are balanced, they can stand when you put them. And here I didn't show, but my all card stands very nicely and very well. And then I just dropped the idea of sky blue or that ash blue color cardstock, and I just choose this recollection one, and I put that vintage rose, so that I can put all the colors together and it will look more cohesive. And then I'm again creating the banner. If you don't want to create this kind of banner, I think Spellbinders have the kind of banner die came in this month, in a large die month. You can use that also if you have, or you can use any banner die. Other companies also have a banner die. So basic concept of this vintage card series and whatever I'm creating right now, which I already have and I want to use for a long time, but somehow I'm not able to use. So I'm kind of doing that, and I'm a kind of a crafter and painter and quilter. So nowadays it's happening that I'm doing so much of cards thing. I just want to shift my focus a little bit on here and there. Like nowadays I'm doing a little bit of watercolors also. Most of the times I do that, but I never make a videos. Nowadays I starting making videos also. So let me know if you like to see more water cards. I love to see your I love to see your comments, like what everyone says, which one is your favorite card. And I'm again starting that thing that my subscribers can get my one card free. I started that before. I send them one card whichever they like. So I just choose a random winner in that, and then at the end of the month I always give that to you. So I started that before, and then I stopped crafting due to some things happen, and then I started this year crafting again. So I thought, why not, I should start that again. So let me know which one is your favorite card, or which card you want, which is your most favorite card, and do you like the idea of making the things from whatever you have already. And do you get inspired with this? You want to create something? I love to see your projects also. You can pin me them, or you can hashtag them, or you can send me them. All the details are there. And if you enjoy this channel, consider subscribing it, give it a thumbs up if you love these kind of projects. Let me know what you want to see more from my channel, and I hope you had a fun and got inspired. And if you like or don't like, just leave the comment. I love to read those. Thanks for watching. For any queries or suggestion, please post them in the comment section. I will try to help as much as I can. So until the next crafty project, have a crafty life. Bye bye.